Everyone. So now I'm going to go through the guidance and assessment for chapter 26. Again, we're working out cubic decimeters and liters. Now, you should know by now that a cubic decimeter is exactly the same as a liter. And the way you measure it is 10 by 10 by 10 centimeters is 1 decimeter squared. And that's exactly the same 1 liter there. All right. So go on to these problems here. All you've got to do for these is just times the 3 numbers together to get your answer. First one, we got 6 times 3 times 3 is 54. Next one, we got 5 times 4 times 4 is 80. This is, now they've converted the answer to decimeters, but you need to do the same. So 100 centimeters is 10 decimeters. We're using decimeters, remember, because we're looking at the number of liters that go into it. And we know a decimeter is the same as a liter. All right. So this one we've got 10, just knock a 0 off. 10 times 4 times 6, okay, which is 240. This one, instead of the 80, we've got 8, knock a 0 off. 8 times 3 times 7, 168. Yeah, easy. Next one, you've got this aquarium questions, and you've got a some problems set here. So first question is, how many 4 centimeter long fish can be stocked in an aquarium with a capacity of 80 liters? All right, so we know that there should be 1 liter of water for every centimeter of fish. So if you've got 4 centimeter long fish, then you know straight away that you're going to need 4 liters for each fish. Okay, and if you've got a tank with 80 liters, then you just divide it. Yeah, you know each fish takes 4 liters each, then 80 liters divided by 4 is 20 fish. Well done if you got that right. Next one, we've got here, a fish tank is stocked with 8 5 centimeter long fish and 4 10 centimeter long fish. What's the minimum capacity of the aquarium in liters, which basically means how many can you fit in at least? Okay, so we start with the this one, the 8 5 centimeter fish. Just do 8 times 5, okay, which is going to be 40 liters needed for them. Then you got the next one, you've got 4 times 10, okay, lead it in the word question there, 4 times 10 centimeters. 4 times 10 liters is going to be 40. 40 plus 40 is 80 liters. Okay, next we've got the word-based questions here. An aquarium is 80 centimeters long, 40 centimeters wide. Just get my pen tool on here. And 30 centimeters high. What's the capacity in liters? So remember, you just convert your centimeters into decimeters. Just knock a 0 off. So it's 8 decimeters by 4 by 3. And that equals 96. Question 5 over here. An aquarium holds 92 liters of water. 1/4 of the water, a quarter, is replaced weekly. How many liters of water are replaced at one time? So you just take that figure of 92 that you've got there, and you just divide it by 4, quarter of the water. That's 23 liters. Next question, a platy costs €3.50. During the sale, 3 platies are €10. So you've got to think what the normal price would be versus the sale price. So 3 times 350 is going to be 1050, isn't it? Okay. And is that right? No, it's going to be, yeah, well, we see the working out there, don't we? So 9 times 350 minus 3 times 10, and the answer is €1.50. Okay. So how much cheaper would it be to buy 9 platies during the sale than the normal price? So if 3 platies cost €10, then 9 platies cost €30, all right, if they're on sale. The normal price, 3 platies cost £10.50, okay? So times that by 3, and we would get £31.50. And you just take the £31.50 from the 30 to get 150. Number 7, a runny-nosed tetter, I think it's some sort of animal, costs $3.80, and a moonlight gourami costs $8.90. Ella buys 3 of each. How much does she pay altogether? Just do 3 times $3.80 and 3 times $8.90. Next one, aquarium is 60 by 50 by 50. At the bottom, there is a 5 centimeter layer of sand. Now remember, this is going to be cubic, all right? So how many liters of water will be required to fill the aquarium to 5 centimeters below the rim? So you add up the 60 times 50 times 50, and then you've got to deduct the 5 centimeter layer of sand at the bottom, okay, and work that cubically, and the 5 centimeters from the top, and work out that cubically as well, and you get the answer of 120 liters. Number 9, aquarium is 50 centimeters long, 30 wide, 55 high. How many buckets of water are required to fill the aquarium to 5 centimeters below the rim? You do the same again. You work out 50 by 30 by 55, and then you deduct the 5 centimeters. Now remember, that's going to be 5 centimeters off the height. So I would say it would be 5 centimeters high by 30 centimeters wide by 50 centimeters long. You take that area away from your deduction, and that should be 5 decimeters cubed, should be 15 buckets. Okay. Take your time looking at the answers for that and work your way through it. Next is straightforward multiplication. In my instructions, I said to do this easily, I would first multiply by 10 and then multiply it by the figure. So we know we move 1 decimal place to the right when we multiply things by 10. So 1.5 would be 15. And because we know what 10 is, to work out 50, we times the 15 by 5, and you'll get 75. And you do the same for the rest. First, you times it by 10, move the decimal place to the right, and then you times it by the number of 10s that are in the number. So this one would be 0.2 times 10 is 2, and then there are 2 10s in 20, so 2 times 2 is 4. These are bigger numbers, so where you've got the hundreds, you move the decimal places 2 places to the right. That's 100. So 9 times 100 would be, wouldn't be 9, it would be 90, because there's 2 places there to the right. And then how many hundreds are there? There are 3. So 3 times 90 is 270, and we do the same for the rest. This one, the difference in volume between the big square and the little square. This is a cube, remember, so every side is 40. So it's 40 times 40 times 40. And then the other bit is half. So that's 20 times 20 times 20. We're looking at volume here. So we just convert the centimeters into decimeters, knock a 0 off, okay? And your total should be 56 decimeters. This is the same. The edge of the small cube is 1/5 of the edge of the large cube. So if this is 100, you know the small one should be 20 centimeters. And again, you work it out, the difference between the two. 10 times 10 times 10. 2 times 2 times 2. What's the difference? 992 decimeters. Okay. Remember, we knock a 0 off to get to decimeters. And here's a more complex one. We just times all those 3 numbers, and it said this is 3 times bigger. So you just divide each of these 3 numbers by 3. 60 divided by 3 is going to be 20. 100 divided by 3 and 30 divided by 3. Okay. There's your answers checked through. Last question. You want to fill a box with as large as possible of equal size cubes without there being any space left over. So a perfect cube has got equal sized edges, hasn't it? And in this one, for example, you know that you look at the lowest number and see if it will work in the box, okay, or what number they've got in common. So the lowest number here is going to be 12, isn't it? And can we fit a 12 into 24? Yes, we can, twice. So you could get 2 perfectly formed cubes in this box of 12 centimeters each. Because remember, we want the largest size cube possible. You can fit smaller size cubes, but it's got to be the largest possible. This is a bit tricky. 8, 12, 12. We can't use 12 again, because if we did two 12s across, it would be 24, wouldn't it? And it's only got 18. So the next number divisible by all these three numbers is 6. And you can fit 12 6 centimeters cube in that sort of box. Again here, which number is divisible by all these three numbers? Which number would work? And again, in this one, the number 6 is divisible by these three numbers. And if we took 6 centimeters cubes, we can fit 60 in there. And then these questions, again, are just a recap on homework. Just times in those three numbers, times in those three numbers, word question there, and some multiplications here and here. Okay, so that is your responses and guidance for today. And best of luck with that. Thank you very much for your time.